January 31st, 2013. A young traveler named Elisa Lam vanished without a trace in the heart of Los Angeles. She checked into one of the most infamous hotels in America, the Cecil Hotel, and never checked out. What followed was a mystery that shocked the world, fueled by a haunting surveillance video that continues to disturb viewers to this day. This is the story of Elisa Lam's disappearance, and the beginning of one of the most chilling true crime cases of our time. Elisa Lam was just 21 years old. Born and raised in Vancouver, Canada, she was the daughter of immigrant parents from Hong Kong. Friends and family described her as intelligent, creative, and kind-hearted. She had a love for books, writing, fashion, and documenting her life on her personal blog. But behind her bright smile, Elisa struggled with her mental health. She was diagnosed with bipolar disorder and depression, and she openly wrote about her emotional battles online. Her blog posts reveal a young woman searching for meaning, struggling with self-identity, and trying to overcome the shadows of her illness. In January 2013, Elisa decided to take a solo trip along the west coast of the United States. She dreamed of freedom, adventure, and perhaps a way to escape the heaviness of her inner world. Her journey would take her through San Diego, Los Angeles, and eventually to other cities, but Los Angeles would be her final stop. Los Angeles had always been a city of contradictions. Glamour and despair, sunshine and shadows. Elisa arrived in LA filled with curiosity. She visited bookstores, cafes, and tourist spots, updating her social media along the way. She seemed full of energy, eager to explore. On January 26th, she checked into the Cecil Hotel, a place with a dark past. Though Elisa may not have known the full extent of its infamy, she called her parents daily, updating them on her trip. But by the end of January, those calls stopped, and that silence sparked the beginning of a nightmare. The Cecil Hotel, located on Main Street in downtown Los Angeles, was built in 1927. Once envisioned as a luxury destination, the Great Depression quickly stripped it of its prestige. Over the decades, the Cecil became notorious for violence, suicides, and even housing serial killers like Richard Ramirez, known as the Night Stalker, and Jack Unterweger. By the time Elisa checked in, the Cecil was operating as a low-budget hotel. Tourists mingled with long-term residents, and crime was a daily reality on the surrounding streets of Skid Row. For many, the Cecil wasn't just a hotel, it was a symbol of darkness in the middle of the city. On January 31st, Elisa Lam was last seen. The hotel's surveillance cameras captured her in the elevator, in a video that would later go viral and become one of the most unsettling pieces of footage in true crime history. The video begins with Elisa entering the elevator. She presses multiple buttons, yet the doors don't close. She steps in and out, peering down the hallway as though someone is following her. Her gestures grow stranger. She waves her arms in erratic, almost unnatural motions. At times it seems like she's talking to someone invisible, or hiding from a threat. For minutes, Elisa moves in and out of the elevator until finally she steps out of frame. The doors close, and she is never seen alive again. The footage left millions disturbed. Was Elisa hiding from someone, experiencing a mental health episode, or was something far darker at play? When Elisa failed to call her parents, concern quickly turned to fear. On February 1st, she was officially reported missing. The Los Angeles Police Department launched an investigation, searching every corner of the hotel. Flyers were posted across the city, and the public began speculating wildly about the case. But the Cecil Hotel was no ordinary crime scene. Its history loomed heavily over the investigation, and with every passing day, the mystery deepened. When police released the elevator footage to the public, it spread like wildfire across the internet. YouTube, Reddit, and forums exploded with theories. Was Elisa being stalked? Possessed? Was the hotel hiding something sinister? Theories multiplied, but answers were few. And in those final days of January 2013, the world could only wonder, where had Elisa Lam gone? Elisa Lam vanished inside one of the most haunted hotels in America, leaving behind only a disturbing video and endless questions. But the Cecil Hotel had secrets of its own, secrets that spanned decades of death, despair, and darkness. In the next episode, we'll uncover the twisted history of the Cecil Hotel, and why so many believe Elisa's fate was sealed the moment she checked in.